Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Grand Theft Auto 4 Ballad of Gay Tony. We missed, we'll probably see you again, Champagne Popping Chick. I'm the Mysterious JG. There's Yuri with the golden gun I talked about. He's the man with the golden gun. I remember, the man from the golden gun, he was like a Spectre agent or some crap. Roger Moore, James Bond had to defeat him. He didn't dress like a, like the tracksuit gangster style, did he? Anyway, there's, Mori Kibbutz. So yeah, I guess they unlock new characters to pop up on that screen as you actually encounter them in game. Because it is just like a couple of generic, I think it's just a Gay Tony and the champagne popping girl that you missed that time. Or maybe Louise is, I think Louise is the one holding the briefcase full of cash. Because I think that's from the diamond heist. Anyway, briefly, I went back and checked the mission tree, and I was a little bit confused. We've done one mission for Yuri. There's a total of 3, maybe 4 missions to do for Yuri, and I was thinking like the second one unlocked a Whelpit. I was mistaken. Oh, no, I wasn't. I was partially mistaken. We have done, and by we I mean me, off-screen, enough of those drug war missions where we drive around with Armando and... I want to say Manuel. His name isn't Manuel. Henrique, maybe. I'm sorry. Manuel. Yeah, when Basil and Manuel are accompanying us on these missions, we've done enough of those to unlock the first 2 weapon drops. There's a total of 5 you can get. I'm planning on getting 3 of the 5. But the mission you do for Yuri unlocks the 3rd one. The one I haven't actually done enough off-screen drug missions to win yet. So it's all of the stuff that we currently could unlock. We just haven't done the plot missions. Are all from Tony missions. So I do need to get back to doing work for Tony, which is problematic because it looks like Tony is currently grayed out as unavailable. I don't know if I need to be visiting him in the nighttime or if there's just a phone call hasn't come in. The Tony mission tree, as I've said, is kind of confusing, and Boulevard Baby is a mission that should unlock the pistol for us, and I don't know why it hasn't popped. But I mean, at this point, whatever we got to do to shake loose Tony missions, there's only 2 more Tony missions. There's only one other Tony mission that we could possibly get, which is the follow-up to that thing where we called the guy and commented, the guy who's been like busting our chops on social media. Some of these other Tony missions, I thought they were later in the chain, but it's a little bit confused how it works. We seem to have done all the prerequisites for it, and it's just not popping. And that kind of thing has happened when we didn't have a high enough friendship value or whatever with members of our gang. That happened near the very, very end. Was it Jim, his name, the guy? I feel bad now. He was the most interesting character as far as like being a friend that you get, other than maybe Mel, who's not even in your gang. And I keep forgetting his name. Whereas Terry and Clay I can remember because they formed a double act in my mind of like I didn't remember which one was which, and 3/4 of the way through realized one of them was black when I thought they were both white. But just the fact that they were a group means I'm having an easier time remembering their name. Anyway, Enrique and Armando, yeah. I mean, I guess we could go on a friendship date with them. Haven't done that in a while. I could try to make a mental note of where the bars are so we could visit more than one. But yeah, at this point, I'm trying to find something to do in this video to progress towards these Whoppets that I want. Maybe the logical thing to do. Logical thing to do would be to actually go see Yusuf so that we get the... but then again, when have I ever been logical? We could go see Yusuf so that we get that Ultimo shotgun as soon as we finish those 10 more missions. But I'm kind of not too alarmed about that. I think once I've done 30 drug war missions to unlock, I'm going to stop off-screening at this game, unless I really decide there's something useful in doing club management. I'm trying to give the comment section enough time to catch up. I don't mind doing club management on screen. It was kind of fun. I mean, it was a little dull. But I do feel like there's a certain number. It seems like if it always goes the way it did last time, you do some kind of boring busy work and then you segue into a mission that involves celebrity at the end. Kind of wish you could skip the intro and get straight to the point. But that kind of thing, like if something like that happens every time with a new unique character and new unique content of what you're doing for that character, that's the kind of thing I would show on screen as for me part of the narrative of the game. In a way, I'm pretty sure further LC Cage Fighter wouldn't really do. The other thing I could do, if we just want to try to move shit forward, I could... Oh, you know what? I'm being silly. Let's just try to advance time and see if it's because it's the wrong time of day for Tony's mission. Because the thing I could do that wouldn't advance anything would be doing the final mission for oh, hold on. The final mission for Mom. Just close up that storyline. I don't know that Mom disappears from the game. There we go. Now we're into the afternoon. Is Tony available? Not yet. Do this one more time. That'll put us in nighttime. Which would be the hours when a mission that's actually set at the club would be available. And I think Boulevard Baby is a mission that concerns one of the clubs. So it could make sense to... the hell, I'll throw down a save. I mean, there's nothing that we're accomplishing here other than the fact that it'll stop asking me to pick a storage device. There you go. All right, that was simple enough. Duh. Yeah, I had to think that through. They are doing a thing where Tony missions are available, and their bike is gone. That's annoying. A lot of crazy driving going on. Kind of pissed off that we lost our bike, but I was using it more than I was using the Infernus. If we lost the Infernus, I would be loading the game, actually. I should probably load the game for lack of bike, too, actually. I use it to go pick up... no, that'll piss off the cops. Or maybe it won't. Maybe they won't care. I think it would... I won't bother to reload. I'll just grab a bike. But the PCJ is a good bike. I'll just keep an eye out for a decent bike to replace it. It's a handy... for zipping over to Armando's weapon van, which never wants to come as close to my apartment as I would like. Well, we'll keep an eye out. I mean, I like those bikes, but they're not fancy enough to really fret over. That kind of shit happens. The Infernus, I think I would load. I mean, unless I had just finished a really tough video, I would load for the Infernus, because I'm sitting around waiting for a mission where we have to have a really fucking fast car.
Hey, I'm all good, baby. How you doing, ID? Hey, Desi. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, man? Tony in? Yeah, he got it a while ago. Very nice. Please, after you. Wow.
Man, this is
Okay,
Xbox 360 level honest.
How are you? See, it's me. Yeah, you okay? I'm good.
Roman? I mean, I guess that little flower lapel helps. Or I will steal them. I think that's our Roman cameo for this game. Oh, Luis, you want another girl to kill herself over you? You got over the last one pretty fast. I don't think I get to be this guy ever in my life. Like, he didn't even pull down his pants. But right, that's their little efficient way of telling us this is a game for adults and that he's into casual sex. I think that had been established.
You're late. Sorry, man. Something came up.
But that was pretty direct way if we had gotten here earlier.
Figure a way out of this shit. I got a plan to keep that pair of chumps, Rocco and Vince, happy. Come on, I'll explain as we go.
Rocco and Vince? You mean Vince McMahon and Rocco, the puppet who accompanied Legion of Doom? They've paired up? You know that Rocco was Vince's idea when the LOD came to WWF, right?
Tony Prince, hope you're enjoying yourselves.
Rabel, okay. Well, there you go. Kind of wondered what the fuck happened to you. You introduced as this huge threat to Nico, and then you just kind of disappear.
But I believe you just signed on with the Derriere campaign.
How much? The fuck I mean?
No. They're not hookers. It's not that kind of club.
Everywhere is that kind of club. You just need to know how much to pay.
Yeah, well, listen. Can I buy you a gentleman a drink? Cindy!
What do you have to pay? Well, it's going to involve months of warming her up, Ray. I mean, she's an actual free citizen.
Enjoy your night. My right-hand man, Luis, will take care of you. Good night.
Thank you.
So, gentlemen, more drinks?
Yes, please. Let's go. So how's it going, gentlemen?
Faggot is your boss?
Sure.
Must make for funny times at Dollarstein.
Hysterical, hysterical.
Where does the coal come from in this place?
I don't know about that.
Well, we
shit,
got a
man.
truck
Just
that
make sure
drives it
people
up.
don't get
It's
killed.
How very boring.
Actually, we're a
I
Pepsi
prefer
joint.
it when they do.
You should come back on a busier night then. Normally it's wall-to-wall corpses by midnight.
You, I like. Faggot, not so much.
Hey, gentlemen, thank you. Luis, we gotta go. Good night.
So he made a joke about murdering people, and he's won Ray Bolgarn over. So Ray hasn't changed much.
Richard in the church. Buy this place, end all our troubles.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
kinda like Russian gangsters to bring a sense of peace and stability to a problem.
I mean, you'd have to think about it. If they're just going to buy it from you outright and give you enough money to get out, I don't think that's going to make Tony happy. But it kind of depends on what he wants. Does Tony actually enjoy running the clubs? I'm not always getting the sense that he does. Tony's problem, rather. Okay, I'm speechifying now, I guess. Tony's big problem seems to be that he needed money, and that he made some loans because he was trying to expand. So I'm kind of, and then there's other hints going on. His boyfriend was apparently a bit of a black hole for funds. It's hard to see how we could be spending them on the kind of scale that we'd need. I don't know. I haven't quite figured Tony out. It's like they can't help but write him as kind of this comedy character, and they've tried to pull back. I'm getting way fussed about this. I'm hetero. I don't want to seem like I'm trying to like put on a show of being woke, but I was curious what they were going to do with like having a gay character who was not a one-shot joke. But Tony's he's not connecting for me. I don't know what the fuck he wants. Is he enjoying being? I guess his glory days are behind him. The nightclub scene was hotter than it was. I'm getting that, and that borrowing money and getting involved in these extracurriculars isn't fun for him. But now it's like he wants to sell to the Russians and get out outright, which I don't have a problem with that if that's what he wants. But like it doesn't really jive with anything else he's said up to this point. Like it seems like he enjoyed being the dude who runs the club. I don't know. Maybe Luis just needs to take over and let Tony retire. And not in like the it's a mafia game, we're going to retire you permanently kind of way either. But there's a lot of things that are meant to be going on here with like Tony's supposed to be this father figure who took Luis under his wing. I think there's a lot of stuff that's just we're accepting it based on dialogue that we're not seeing it play out. I like their relationship. It's just I don't know. I'm not quite sure I understand what's going on.
Calculating route.
And no, they can never meet a character without some crack about how bonus time must be really interesting.
Tell me he's gonna start hanging out with all that bridge and tunnel crowd rather than us.
Don't we wish? No, sadly, he just wants you to talk to a lady in there.
Yo, T, I ain't heard of no lady for Rocco.
They just want you to hit on her. She's an old friend of yours, Monique, from the Derriere store in Suffolk.
Monique? Shit. After that thing with her roommate, I don't think that's gonna fly. What they want me hitting on girls for?
They want you to get at her boyfriend. He owns a place, but he's in Venturis now.
So I'm some fucking gigolo now? Perfect.
I never seen you complain about chasing women before.
But I've never been forced to chase him before.
Okay, I gotta stop pausing every 4 seconds, but that little bit of dialogue there, part of me is like, I like that Luis says, yo, Tony, I'm not hurting some girl for Rocco. I like that. The for Rocco part might not have been necessary. The idea that he's going to go in there and slap around a woman for any employer. But, I mean, it makes sense. He'd say, I'm not doing that for Rocco. Then I thought, maybe, methinks the Luis doth protest too much. You're kind of putting on a big show of saying that. And then I realized, oh yeah, GTA4 had Nico slapping a woman around. Like, he just fucking decked the girl who's in this DLC as a friend of Luis's. Fucking punched her in the mouth. Maybe GTA4 does need to establish when a protagonist is not going to go beyond that line. Perhaps that's fine. Perhaps they are drawing a distinction between Nico, who I thought was a really interesting character, and Luis. Maybe it's worth pointing that out in a fairly direct way.
Do what you do best, partner.
You ain't coming?
You think having a bastard old queen on your arm is some kind of aphrodisiac? Just try and forget it's a job.
The day has finally come, T. You've become my pimp, and I finally lost my self-respect. Later, bro.
Oh, T, if only, you had told me about this earlier. I'm still in a little bit of a refractory period based on that opening cinematic for this mission. Alright, but anyway, this is Boulevard Baby. I don't know at what point the name of the mission might have popped up, but I heard a little bit about what this one entails when I was trying to figure out what would cause it to unlock. And yeah, we'll actually get our first weapon pickup after this. Oh, I guess we're making fun of the people here. Well, there's only one guy. Oh, there's like two guys dancing, and they're not really into it. Well, one of them is into it, and he's terrible. And that's part of the problem. He's the only one dancing. We're getting a little bit of repetition of the NPCs, I think. Okay. I think they're introducing a game mechanic we need to learn about later. When we hit on chicks and... Yeah. Because I know there's something where you can dance with chicks and earn rewards in-game. And there may be few enough of them that it's actually worth doing them on screen as like a completionist thing.
Let me see you move, baby. I can't hear shit in this place.
Okay, Y for instructions. That's one of these. What are you saying? What the fuck do you mean? Oh, I have to press it in? Okay. I do not understand the fucking game. They say press it in time to... When it says hold, I think I'm supposed to stop moving. Because I don't think I'm doing this well, but... I'm either gonna have to figure out this mini game better, or I'm going to have to like... Supposed to be moving it in time to the music. There's not a very strong bass track here. But apparently I'm holding now. Like before I tried to hold, and I think that meant it's like, okay, you have achieved sufficient rhythm that your score is okay, maintain this level, as opposed to I stopped and held it in the current position and she did this pouty face like... So I guess it's not filling up, it's just kind of hanging out. It's not, I mean, whatever, it's like, I guess we're supposed to dance through the whole song, regardless of, you're not just gonna score enough correctly timed button presses in the San Andreas style dance game that it just keeps going until you've got enough points. Although that one, it always took the full song. You could know you had enough points that you didn't have to keep going, and you would still win. This is not being fun, though. I guess they're trying to give you the club experience, which for me involves it not being that much fun. Once in a while you'll go to a place kind of like this with people who are into it and have a good time, but I just, I'd rather have a conversation with somebody in most cases. I guess, I don't know how far I have to fill this thing. It's gone up a little bit over time, but mostly I'm just avoiding having her make frowny face, it seems. It's about the best I can do. Now that I figured out hold doesn't mean stop moving the thing. So I'm doing sort of 2 flicks for each boop, 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 boop. That seems to be right.
I don't know about you, but I feel fucking magic, love. We are it.
Do fucking magic, love. Gonna be the whole damn video, isn't it? Am I gonna have to seriously look up clues on how to do this? I mean, the fucking dance-off in, like, Act 4 of, Final Fantasy X2, like, literally, like, you could go to the guide and it would say, ignore the instructions, there's no penalty for incorrect button presses. Just slam buttons as fast as you can and you will get the best possible score. Because that was just a poorly designed rhythm game. I think I'm sliding back down again. I'm just not sliding down fast enough to get in trouble. Oh well. This has to end at some point, right? I just have this sickening feeling that this is good. This is much harder when you do it optionally, trying to get different whatever the rewards are. And I couldn't actually find a description of what the rewards are. They're probably like clothing items or something. Because unlike Johnny Schnaevitz's Action Adventure Punk, we did change Luis's clothes once. And it would make sense for him to have different fashionable outfits to be a much bigger part of his character than it would be for Johnny Schnaevitz's Action Adventure Punk. Or even Nico, who does like... Once they let me put a fucking suit on him, I just had him wearing a fucking suit, you know? Which fits Luis. I thought it fit Nico. Wouldn't have fit Johnny Schnaevitz's Action Adventure Punk. Which is why it's probably just as well they didn't really give you that option. Good grief. This is still going. Okay. No, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. What the fuck? Press LB to start dancing. Nope, instructions are not part of what's captured here. Okay. I know this is not usually a good thing to do. I've already been chatty with a lot of pause screen, but I need to fucking go to the wiki or someplace and figure out how long is this shit supposed to take? One of the problems Grand Theft Auto has always had as a game is this compulsion to have like 800 different games. It's not my favorite part of Yakuza. Well, I guess I understand wanting to have variety. But like you're going to have so many mini games, some of them aren't going to be fun and you're going to make some of them necessary. Yeah, I'm supposed to be able to complete the mission in 3 minutes 10 seconds. And dance perfectly with Monique. These are things that could be graded on. So I'm obviously doing the dancing way the fuck wrong. And it's not supposed to take this long. So I'm going to open the page on dancing. Rhythm-based minigames. Oh, fuck. It's just a general on the whole thing. Although it's only this in San Andreas. After a lengthy absence, rhythm-based minigame dancing is reintroduced in the Ballad of Gay Tony. After allowing the player to perform dance moves on the dance floor... Oh, I can't believe we do get to go to Hercules at some point. Which appears to have him dancing with a woman, which I don't understand in the screenshot. Oh, so you're supposed to use both buttons at once. I thought it said one or the other. Flipping both of the controller's 2 analog sticks in opposite directions to the beat of the subwoofer, and holding one of the 2 analog sticks when the game prompts the player to hold, followed by simultaneously pressing to the left and right triggers during a short countdown. Wait, what? I didn't see anything about that. 2 sets of controller commands instead of a score-based calculation. Okay, flipping both of the controller's 2 analog sticks in opposite directions to the beat of the subwoofer, and holding one of the 2 analog sticks when the game prompts the player to hold, followed by simultaneously pressing of the left and right triggers. And you got to get the... Okay, normally you'd have to have the meter as full as I have it now before you even get a dance partner to show up. And there'll be a quick time events that pop up. What the fuck? The game doesn't explain any of that. Okay. Both at once, opposite direction. Maybe it did. Maybe it says it. Maybe it's clear as day. I didn't think it said that. Both at once, opposite directions. And when you're supposed to hold one of the two. I guess keep flipping the other? Maybe you release one, hold the other, while by simultaneously pressing on the left and right triggers during a short countdown. I didn't think I saw any instructions of that nature. Maybe there's controls for dancing. Nope.
I've done Marbella, I've done Cyprus, I've done the full moon thing, Rhodes, Blackpool, Abergavenny, all fucking over. And now we're here having it in Liberty City.
Okay, that finally got our score to go up a bit. Yeah, it's going up a lot faster when I'm using both buttons.
I bloody love this one.
And the hold is where you're supposed to be advancing your score. Okay. I didn't understand that instruction at all. Oh, I'm hitting the bumpers instead of the triggers. That's a problem. Okay, this is a lot more possible in this way. Well, there you go, folks. I learned to dance. Let's celebrate by pausing the game and ending the video. When we come back next time, we'll get the lowest score ever, but we'll finish the dance and move on to the part where presumably something else will happen, like us earning a gun. That would make me think a gun will be used in this mission. So maybe that jealous boyfriend isn't as inventorous like we thought. Or maybe he is, and this game introduces the idea that girls give you gifts if you dance, and she just gives us a gun. You know, I had a whole night's sleep since I was last recording this game, and I'm still getting hiccups just as I start. When we come back next time, folks, we're going to get a gun, I hope, and not to the brain. See you then.